What is going on, YouTube? Welcome aboard the lifeboat. This is Captain Calhoun speaking. Just topping off my coffee. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate. I hope that today is fantastic for you and yours. Barbara Aldrich, Jane Aldrich, hello, hello. I received a wonderful package from you guys, and I left it on my dad's counter, sadly. And he's going to have to transport it here with his giant paws. Hopefully, he's gentle because there's some really cool gemstones and rocks and fossils in a package. And I intended to do a reveal, but we'll have to do it another time. But thank you for sending that. By the way, I also received some canvases from Blessed to Crochet as well as some candy corn. Dad was holding out on me. Dad was hella holding out on me. I think he's just got too much going on in his head sometimes to think about the canvases, you know? But I have them. They exist. We have received them. Jason P, Kathy Ann, Tony, what's going on? Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Lily Benjamin, Gypsy Soul, Charlie Mullins. Merry Christmas to all of you. Billy Jones, hello, hello, batters. What is going on? Yeah, smoke them if you got them, batters. It is a day for celebration. K Canadian, what's going on? Merry Christmas, everyone. Currently sorting out my linen closet to distract myself from partaking while the fam plays with their new things. Thanks to all the boat for making this feel possible. Absolutely. And it's my pleasure to hang out with you guys a little bit today. I tell you what. I don't really have a plan beyond hanging out. So that's what we're going to do. Flick Fox, what's going on? Robin Miners, hello, hello. Helen Someone. How you doing? Good to see you guys. I was just playing a little bit of guitar and realized those days I took off really take their toll. Don't tell Jeremy that I've been slacking. Just kidding. I have been slacking, and I can tell. Also, shout out to Kathy Ann for this wonderful thumbnail. Thank you for that. It's beautiful. The unqualified therapist. Hello, hello. You and me too, dude. You and me both. I guess I wouldn't call myself a therapist, though. I feel like that's even too bold of myself to say. But welcome in. It's good to see you. But yeah, guys, hopefully everyone's having a good start to their day. Also, curious to know what kind of holiday plans you guys have got going on today. I had dinner with my extended family last night, and we had the most absolutely delicious. I don't know what it was. It was steak for sure. It was like beef, but it was like this huge cut of meat, and it was all just perfectly cooked and rare. And I have no. I wish I knew what it was called. Because the actual cut and what how it was cooked and whatnot, but it was absolutely divine. And I have to say, my stomach, my mouth loved it. My stomach was pretty upset afterwards. Um, Nothing crazy happened, but man, my stomach was making noises all night, and I woke up and it was feeling a little iffy. But I feel okay. Feels fine. Some cream of spinach. There was a lot of interesting dishes last night, but absolutely divine to die for. And then today, I believe we're going to get together again to just kind of spend family time. Um, some cousins came into town last night, and then one of them got their luggage misplaced. And then there was something else that had happened. So half of the family didn't show up yesterday for whatever reason. So today we should have everyone on board, which is nice. This is, again, I don't know if you're unfamiliar, this side of my family I don't really get to see very often. And in fact, historically, when I was very little, I grew up with these people. And then for the most of my life, the middle section, we kind of became estranged. So it's really nice to be able to spend time with parts of my family that have been lost, so to speak. Annika, what's going on? Robin Miner says maybe the sides were bugging you, not the meat. Maybe. We had cream of spinach. We had these wonderful potatoes, and there's something else. Some like sauce. It was like a horseradish caper sauce. It was pretty good. Like I said, it was absolutely divine. I didn't know we had chefs like that over here. Holy crap. Majesty, oh no. Majesty says I'm sick with a sore throat, so all this food that was brought to me because I couldn't go to the holiday party is just sitting in my fridge, torturing me because I can't eat it. Oh no. Did you just come down with the sore throat today, Majesty? What's the outlook? You think you'll make a quick turnaround? I hope so. Let's get some ones up for anyone out there that's feeling under the weather, anyone out there spending Christmas alone, anyone out there that needs a little extra love. And if you know someone that's spending Christmas alone, tell them to come over here. Tell them to come to the lifeboat and hang out with us because we will be going live multiple times today, spending time with all the boaters on here. Shout out to all the mods and all the crew and anyone new as well. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Lino, hello, hello. James Collins, dude, how's that plasma orb looking? It's been about a week now, right? Healing up nicely. Malvakai, been a while. Good to see you, brother. Merry Christmas to you. To you and yours, sending love. Lino says, I also contracted some Xmas pestilence. You know, I went to church last night. I don't do that. I haven't been to church in many, 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 many years. And it was something, that I used to do when I was a kid, right? With my family. And then, there was a huge section of my life also kind of similar to this part of my family, just kind of was absent from that middle portion of my life. But I went to Christmas church or whatever yesterday, and there were so many people coughing and being sick and, not being involved in something like that for many, many years. And then being in that experience, it certainly like jumped out at me how many sick people were just in there without masks. And like, I'm not really a big fan of masks. I don't, but like if you're sick, we cough into our hand, right? We cough into and I'm not saying that these people weren't. I'm just saying that there was a whole lot of sickness in a very tight space. We're like shoulder to shoulder. Just didn't seem very intelligent to me. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying personally, it freaked me out a little bit. It's like I'm basically signing up. I'm saying this is okay. I'm saying it's okay for me to get sick today because of, this, that, or the other. It kind of blew me away. But I feel okay, hopefully. I hope that you guys feel better soon. Lino says, I work in the petri dish of retail hell. Well, that is exactly what I'm talking about. This whole petri dish thing. I guess that's part of being human, though, eh? Is interacting with other humans. Relatable Reese. Love you. Love you so much, Reese. Merry Christmas to you and Hux and all your pups. I think you've got a kitty cat now, don't you? You got a couple kitty cats. Merry Christmas to you and yours, Reese. Thanks for sending me that text this morning. You were the first Merry Christmas I received. I'll have you know. I think that counts for something. This is a heart just for you. Reese is a mod. OMG, that's so cute. She's the best. She's royalty around here. The ground she walks on is sacred, all right? And we treat her as such. Bumblebee Seafood says, when did we have to start socializing? You don't have to socialize. That's not a requirement. There are actually no requirements other than you just can't be mean. No being mean. Pretty easy. Tony, I would hate this, man. I would totally hate this. Does your bus have one of those plastic doors that kind of shuts you in that kind of isolates you from other people? I've noticed since I've moved here to Tucson, there's signs on the buses that say assault is a crime, and like apparently they've had some issues with bus drivers being assaulted because there's lots of assault imagery and like law stuff like posted, and then the driver has like a big hard plastic like separation between him and the people. He has to like open it to get out. That kind of struck me as odd. That would be terrible to be like attacked at your job by some guy, And also, I've noticed that the homeless population really takes a liking to the buses. Obviously, it's free transportation, eh? I definitely, when I was homeless, did the same, but it's got to be uncomfortable in some situations. There's got to be a lot of situations that arise, I would imagine, pretty regularly that are subpar. things that I would rather not deal with, right? Sandy Wendy, end of musing. Merry Christmas, guys. Flick Fox. They have warning stealing is illegal stickers in California. The theft from retail stores here in Tucson is almost uh, a joke. And I only have information from one store, but from what I understand, and I don't. So again, I don't know if all stores are this way, but they'll just let you steal. It's not worth their time, their effort, their liability to try and stop these people from stealing. What are your holiday plans today, Reese? When can we catch you live? I'm sure that everyone already knows, but I don't. Fill me in. I probably should hit the bell for notifications, huh? Then I wouldn't need to ask. Reality. Hello, hello. Good morning. Merry Christmas. End of musing. I think it's so funny. You're basically coming to us from the future every time we hang out. It's hilarious to me. Xmas is all done and dusted here, says End of Musing. I bet you are grateful to have that event in the past. I know it's always fun to be a part of and like experience the Christmas things, but I, for one, I can only speak for myself. I love it when it's over. When I can get back to business as usual. All this excitement kind of dies away. It's nice to have, but at the same time, I love to see it go. I love the the woosah. The exhale afterwards is my favorite. Relatable Reese says, later this afternoon, I will go live. Going to have my very first Christmas with my mother today. I shouldn't have said very. That's not what she said. Have my first Christmas with my mom today. Cooking Italian. Well, you couldn't do much better than Italian, I have to say. I hope that's awesome. That sounds like it's going to be great. Relatable Reese says, first Christmas with my mom since I was 6. Wow. Wow. Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? Kind of feel it out. Just wing it, right? For things like that, I tend to not put underwear on. Like today, I'm just going to wing it. It should be great, though. It should be fantastic. Jason, you are the man. One day, Reese, I'm sure. One day. I can see it now. I can see it now. I thought that this was going to be that Christmas, honestly, Reese. We don't have to talk about that too much, but I am sure that that's still in our future, you know? Especially with the way things are going. I think everything's kind of settling, which is good. I look forward to it as well. Goosebump. Merry Christmas. Love it. Good morning. Good morning, Nicola. Hello, hello. Gina says, my neighbor brought me beautiful tamales last night. One of my favorite things to eat of all time, I have to say. Tamales are one of a kind. End of Musing says, was at home by myself with the cat trying to fix the washing machine. 3 mates and my dad messaged. I am not an only child, and my dad. I am not an only child, and me and my dad my mom and my dad still together. It just hurts a bit. I hear that. I definitely hear that. Well, I'm glad we made it through, huh? That's what matters. I'm glad you're here as well. Majesty says, God bless tamales. They're so good. They have no business being that good. What makes them so good? I'm not even entirely sure what goes into a tamale. It's kind of like a burrito, but it's not, right? It's very, very different, in fact. But it certainly resembles one. You've never had a tamale, James Collins? Oh my. I mean, there are things that you could go through life not having, and I feel like a tamale's not one of them. I mean, the world's not going to end, but you'll only be doing yourself a service by having one. They're very, very good. especially the homemade ones or the ones you buy from the lady in the parking lot at the grocery store. Always a good decision because you know she made those at home with love. Need a vegan version, says Nicola. Yo, they make tamales with like fruit inside. They make all kinds of different tamales. I guess the vegan part it can't be animal products, right? So that being said, there's probably butter involved. I don't know a ton of vegan Mexican cuisine. So maybe we'll have to create this ourselves, Nicola. I'm sure, especially Takara is vegan. So if I'm going to continue being involved with her, I'm going to have to learn how to cook for her. So that being said, when I come up with a nice vegan tamale recipe, I'll send it your way. It's 100% possible. It just might not be the most authentic tamale, right? If butter's the only thing we have to cut out, then that's very good. Jen Otney Hobbs says, I do a vegan tamale. Send the recipes. Share the love. This is what we need. This is exactly what we need. Relatable Reese says, I think Whole Foods has vegan tamales with jackfruit. There we go. Annika seconds that tamales are a must try. Sounds like you're going to have to try them, James Collins. I don't mean to pull your leg or push you around or anything like that, but you might have to. You just might have to. FlickFox has also not had one. I'm so blown away. I wonder if that's just because you guys are farther away from Mexico. That may be the case. You guys have tacos in the UK, right? Of course you do. That's a stupid question, right? I wonder tamales are just like that deep cut that just didn't make it out to the world. I wonder. They're so good. And I mean, obviously tacos are better. You can't, it's kind of hard to beat tacos, but tamales though. The unqualified therapist says tamales are, and I agree. Also, the unqualified therapist says, I'm in the process of going vegetarian, had to concentrate on quitting vaping first. Well, excuse me. I tell you what, congratulations on getting your priorities straight, right? Picking one and then the other. And also on the quitting, we're a big fan of quitters here. That's awesome. That is fantastic. I have thought about making dietary changes such as that, but I feel like for me personally, getting the proper nutrition is more important than like what the food is, I guess. Before I think about going vegan or vegetarian, I'm going to try and get the proper macros and the proper amount and like stick to like a fitness and diet plan. If I can do that, then I can start thinking about what exactly is in the cuisine, right? But I want to hit these proper macros and just get more into fitness. That's something that I've been looking at, something that I've had variable success and progress with, and I've definitely been slacking recently. I set goals for myself, like by the time I go to Salt Lake for Christmas, I'm gonna have gained 20 pounds or whatever. That's I don't know that wasn't exactly my goal, but whatever the goal was, I didn't reach it because I haven't been exercising very much this month. So maybe this year, is the year that I'll be able to stick to a fitness and nutrition. Yeah, a fitness and nutrition plan thoroughly. Because if I do, dude, if I stick to it all year long, or even just for 3 months, if I were to stick to a solid plan for 3 months, I would be like aesthetically 100% different, black and white different. It would be absolutely nuts. And that's really all I want. I just want to look absolutely delicious. No big deal. Jesse Smiles is not a drunk and does not smoke 2 packs a day anymore. And that, my friends, is what we call harm reduction. That, my friends, is what we call progress. That, my friends, is what we call a step in the right direction. Good for you, Jesse. Thanks for sharing that. And if I may say so, your dog is absolutely ridiculously cute. Just crazy cute. Out of control cute. Is Yadira in here? There she is. Hey there, Yadira. How you doing? Merry Christmas. Glad you're here. The end of musing says maybe I'll feel like doing 3 years worth of overdue tax returns. Or maybe not. One can only hope, though, right? Janotneen Hobbs says, I did fitness pretty good this year. Next year, I'm adding in the nutrition part. I've been able to maintain my weight this year, still down 60 pounds. Let's go. You see, that was my mistake, Jen. I think that you are paying more attention to my material than I am because what I should have done was break that down into manageable steps like you did, right? Let's do the focus on the exercise part and we'll focus on nutrition afterwards, right? Been able to maintain my weight. See, maybe I should listen to myself a little bit because obviously it's worked for you. So I think that that's what we'll do. I'll just focus purely on the exercise this year, right? That's priority number one as far as that goal is concerned. This year, 2025, going to be exercising regularly, all right? Even when I don't want to, even when I'm not feeling it, especially when I'm not feeling it. Poof 911. Hello, hello. It's funny, this sounds a lot like something I was doing when I was a kid. I remember, I want to say I was a freshman or maybe even middle school. I can't remember exactly. Somewhere around there. But Vaughn's had a no chase policy. So we would, in the liquor aisle was literally, as soon as you walk in the door, it was immediately to the left. It's like they wanted us to steal. It was very strange. Obviously, not the most wholesome decisions as a child, but it's the truth. It's what I did. Um, Yeah, 60 pounds is a ton. If I could gain 60 pounds, I would be unrecognizable, guys. If I gained 20 pounds, it would look crazy on me. 60 is quite the that's quite the I wanted to say movement progress. That's quite the progress. Definitely worth patting yourself on the back. And so one of the things we do here is we celebrate milestones, right? Right now, it's December 25th, right? We have 5 or 6 days left in this year, in the year of 2024. Right now is a wonderful time to celebrate milestones. Whatever you've accomplished this year, right? Whatever you've made it through, right? Whatever suffering or subpar situations that you've experienced, now you're on the other side of, right? Those are also worth celebrating. Whatever's gone down this year, we made it through, right? We're here. We're alive. We're breathing that good, sweet air, right? Celebrate. And I don't mean go out and party. I mean, but feel good about it, right? Let yourself experience those feelings of, wow, I did it, or like I did it. I'm capable. I'm good. I'm awesome, right? Whatever it looks like for you. Some positive affirmations, some gratitude, whatever the case, know that you made it. You know what I mean? You made it to this day. You made it through 360 others, on the way to this one. And that was just this year. Merry Christmas, Dad. I love you, dude. Uncle Johnny, you guys are the best. Thanks for helping me change my life these past couple years. You guys are the best. I don't know where I'd be without you. I mean, obviously, not very far, but yeah, it goes without saying. I love you guys. To the Scoville clan, I wouldn't choose another clan. That is maybe the Foot Clan, but this is not my villain arc. Bo ho ho bo! Merry Christmas. Welcome in. Good to see you. Kristen, thank you so much. Going to try to put down my phone for the rest of the day. I wish you all the success and luck with that. It's very difficult. I try sometimes myself. I challenge myself. How long can I just ignore this thing? If you put it on DND, do not disturb setting, you'll be surprised how much success you'll find with ignoring your phone. And then when you do pick your phone back up, you'll have a huge list of voicemails, text messages, emails, messages, all sorts of stuff. And you'll realize how intrinsically dependent we are on our devices. See, we don't wait on the mail system anymore, right? It's all instant gratification now. The text message, the email. What song is this? This is nice, smooth listening. I should have put on the Christmas medal this morning, but I didn't. My brain didn't think that quickly. Kelly Ann, hello, hello. Merry Christmas to you. Good to see you. And Mary Jones, I have the candy corn and I have the canvases. My dad was holding out, not intentionally, obviously, but I found them. I went to the Scoville clan homestead and I discovered the location, the holding place of canvases and candy corn, and I repossessed them, putting them to good use. Robin Bliss, good morning, good morning. Merry Christmas. Nicola E, this is one of my favorite abilities that I have, and it's to silence messages and notifications under certain circumstances as well. You don't even have to silence all of them. You can silence specific people. You can silence like for periods of time. You can like set up your own little parental controls on your device, basically. So and it says like during this time I can't do this. And I really, really love those settings. I've played with them a ton, and they have increased my productivity dividends. Miles, Swiss vape, yo, yo, yo. My screen is cut off. Let's do this. What about now? 5x5? 5x5x5. Dad, I saw you. I saw you up there. Swiss vape. Can't believe it's 24 months, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's almost the entire life of the lifeboat. That is almost the entire life, Swiss. I'm good. Am I back? I'm back. Hey, Lori Abs. Good to see you. Merry Christmas, Lori. How the heck are you? I'm glad you're here. Deck the halls and not your family. I wonder if I've ever gotten in a Christmas fight. I don't think so. Although 32 years, probably. I probably have. Screen is showing, but is smaller. I haven't touched anything, friends. What about this? Mixed bag of donuts. Good morning. Merry Christmas from Tucson to you. Gia, Merry Christmas. Hello. Good to see you. I'm doing good, Lori. I'm doing really good. Having some coffee. I played a little guitar this morning. Going to see the family later. Might even play some more guitar. Feeling pretty creative and musical today, so maybe I'll do some singing. I don't know. Just kind of screwing around a little bit. What about you, Lori? How are you? How are you feeling? If you already responded to that question, I missed it. I apologize. Vamp, hello, hello. Good to see you. Rosanna Donna. Good to see you. Hello. Christmas isn't a season, it's a feeling. Edna Ferber. I would agree with that. Just see your name, no comment. Try and refresh the page, Swiss. I think it's got to be on your end because everyone else seems to be working for. I can also refresh my page if I need to. I'm feeling gratitude this morning as well. And you know what? I'm grateful for the lifeboat. I'm grateful for the crew. I'm grateful for the mods. Anyone new? I'm grateful for this newfound purpose that I have. I'm grateful for this part of my family that I get to reconnect with. I'm grateful that not only do I get to hang out with my dad for Christmas, which hasn't been a thing for many years, I also don't have to sacrifice seeing my mom and my sister for Christmas, which is the only time I get to see them really. Uh, so one might say that I have it all this year, and there's really nothing for me to complain about. If y'all catch me complaining, give me a stern talking to, maybe slap me around like the like button a little bit, because there's really no reason for me to be anything but grateful and humble. I have been blessed in huge, huge ways this year. And also on top of that, no, I'm no longer a slave to crack cocaine and alcohol. If I were to pick the things up, maybe I would be, right? But I'm not gonna. It's been a year and 10 months since I did. So Grateful for that freedom. I'm grateful for this liberation, for this path, this journey, and all of you walking it with me. It's a pretty cool dang thing, I have to say. Check out I was getting ready yesterday in a hurry for family stuff, and I left my watch here, and my dad gave me this one to wear it temporarily. This is a Citizen. And I don't really know a ton about watches, but apparently this is pretty rare unless you go to Japan, and then they're like everyone wears these. But I think it looks pretty cool. It has a real Matrix vibe with all the silver and like the way there's like a window for the date. It's got the day of the week and then the number of the day. It has a real it makes me think of the Matrix and the Merovingian for some reason. Do we have any fans of the Matrix in here? That's something we've never talked about. We talk a lot about fantasy, but never really sci-fi. I am a super nerd when it comes to the Matrix, and I could talk about the lore and the symbolism and like the deep cuts and stuff that wasn't explicitly explained all day long. Like for example, the Merovingian in the Matrix is technically the devil, and Seraph was the first agent ever. Seraph's job. Seraph was the guy that Neo had to fight before he could see the Oracle in the second one, right? Seraph originally had wings, and he was supposed to be an angel, right? And he was the protector of the system. His job was to protect everything that was necessary for the system. And, a lot of things happened in Seraph's existence, right? He did a lot of things, a lot of role changes, a lot of shifting. I mean, there were like 6 versions of the Matrix, right? The very first version was a paradise, right? Seraph was this angel with wings that protected, the things that mattered. The architect is technically God, right? He's the creator, right, of the Matrix. And I'm pretty sure that the Oracle is supposed to be. I'm not going to remember at this moment. Okay, I'm letting that idea go. But the Merovingian's the devil, right? He brings back deleted programs, right? Things that aren't supposed to exist. In the second version of the Matrix, they had werewolves and vampires and ghosts and spirits, and that's why you start to see all kinds of crazy stuff in the second one, right? Like the silver bullet scene and the twins, right? They're like they can become ethereal and ghostly. There's a lot to break down there, but man, I'm a huge fan. Thanks for letting me just burst all that info out. I could take a couple breaths and really take my time there, I think. A pocket watch kind of gal flick. That's pretty classy. There's nothing quite as classy as a nice pocket watch on a chain or not on a chain, whatever suits your fancy, right? Barbara C, Merry Christmas. Hello, hello. Blessed Crochet says, I already have my Christmas present. My Christmas present is connection, and that is a priceless gift. I love this so much. Mary, thank you for saying this. Thank you for sharing this sentiment. The Matrix isn't as sci-fi as you might think. Now, I don't want to turn this into a tinfoil hat episode, but I mean, I would agree with you. But I don't think that everyone necessarily agrees with us. But I definitely think that when this story was written, the Matrix story, it definitely was written with real life situations and systems in mind. I definitely feel like the symbolism is pointing towards real life things in a very dramatic way, right? But that's intentional to draw attention to the systems, right? And the way things are working in our world. Kellyanne, this is probably my favorite quote out of all the many wonderful quotes that you shared with us. One can never have enough socks, said Dumbledore. Another Christmas has come and gone, and I didn't get a single pair. J.K. Rowling. I love that one. Although I usually get socks. I can't remember the last time I didn't get socks. Annika, I have been watching like lore videos on the Matrix recently just to like scratch the itch, and I have been dying to rewatch I still call it a trilogy. I know there was a fourth one. I'm actually a huge fan of the fourth one, but it will forever be the Matrix trilogy. I heard they're making a fifth. I heard they're making a fifth. I wonder if they will actually do that. I think if they make a fifth, they need to rewind the clock back to the first or the second version of the Matrix and show us some vampires and ghosts, or show us the paradise that humans wouldn't accept. That's what they need to rewind the clock way, way back. They need to show Morpheus being saved, right? Um, they need to really, really flip the script. And I know they totally did with the fourth one, but they continued with, it was like the post, like what happened to, Neo and Trinity after all of that. Also, it's worth saying, since we're on the Matrix still, uh, we did not build Zion, obviously, right? You think 7 people are going to build Zion? You're crazy. The machines built that to keep us docile, to give us hope. Andrea Malloy, hello, hello. Tinfoil hats are adorable. I wear mine all the time. I love this. Maybe I should get a real one. I would just have to buy some tinfoil and do some folding. Somehow the screen thingy is fixed. This is what I like to hear. James Collins says the Animatrix puts a lot of the missing pieces of the puzzle. I had a hard time following the Animatrix, but I only watched it when I was a kid. My brain was still very malleable, so I need to go back and watch this one with fresh adult eyes. I had a really hard time, and I know they're all individually, like, they're all unrelated stories. They're all like overarchingly related, right? But they're not like pieces of the same story. So like I get that part, but I definitely need to rewatch. Maybe less gangster rap today. We'll take a Samsung wallet ad then. How about that? Skipped my gangster rap just for Samsung wallet ads. Perfect. That's what I love. That's what I love. Advertisements. Debbie Blair, Merry Christmas. Welcome in. I think out of all my many coffee cups, this one is my favorite. And I'll tell you why. I'm gonna nerd out on coffee cups. This one, not only does it say boat mode with anchors on it, anchors all over it, might I add, on the inside as well, but it has a wide mouth and it's not super tall, right? So it's low. It's like not gonna spill real easy, right? It's stable, but that wide mouth cools the coffee down excessively quickly. So if I don't drink it fast, I'm going to be drinking cold coffee. But I do drink it fast, and in the morning, one of my frustrations is I have to let my coffee cool, right? And obviously I don't want it cold, but I can't drink it when it's hot, and I need it when I wake up. I need it so much. So this wide mouth glass with all the anchors really gets me sipping coffee quickly as possible, and I love it. It's the simple things, like how big the top of your cup is. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is a dream, huh, Annika? I have to say, his acting is a little sus, but I do like a lot of his films. Especially, like, have you seen his older movies like Hardball? Or, man, he's in some stuff. Even in like the first Matrix, there were some scenes where I'm like, "Ugh." Good thing there's all kinds of special effects and stuff. But no, I'm a big Keanu fan. He's definitely kind of funny to watch in some of his older things. Thanks for spending some time with us this morning, unqualified therapist. I hope you have a great day. Happy holidays, huh? And may next year be the best one yet. It's time we take back our destiny. Let's go! If I had a drum, I'd be hitting it. Bang, 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 bang. I You'll just have to use your imagination. I didn't know Timu had tinfoil hats. Beth, Boho, pardon me. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm gonna need a hat rack as well for all my fantastic hats. Malvakai said, "I actually made D&D kits for my adult kids yet, and I'm running an actual game tomorrow." Wow, I'm really excited for that, dude. My cousin and I are going to be a part of a campaign this coming year. I have no info on the campaign, what exactly it's going to involve, but I do know that I'm going to be playing a shadow monk, unless by some strange reason, like our campaign takes place in a place with no shadows or something like that. Like we're gonna go to like the mirror world or something. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect. If there's some sort of circumstances where the shadow monk would be a stupid choice, I'll change it. But otherwise, I'm playing a darn ninja. All right. So I'm really excited about it. That's really cool, dude. When you say a D&D kit, what do you mean? Like, do you have like figures and character sheets, or do you have like books, like some of the D&D books with all the material and whatnot? What exactly entails a D&D kit? Maybe I need to make some myself. Can't think of a better name. Spanx, I can totally appreciate your coffee mug too. I just burned my mouth on my coffee. Didn't wait long enough, dude. I'm telling you, get the wide mouth and then like little tea sips. You know, where you slurp it really quickly to kind of dissipate the heat, are only necessary for like the first 5 minutes, and then you're good to go. I wonder what the circumference of this mug is. Nicholas says, everything I hear about Keanu as a person is cool. There are some good people in the industry. And you know, I think this is a great point, and it's wonderful to point out because I don't think it's like I think the reason we are seeing so much debauchery in the industry is because when you arrive at a place and they tell you, "Hey, welcome, glad you're here," there's no rules because you're famous. You can get away with whatever you want. I think that the quality of person hearing that statement is the difference, right? You know, Keanu hears that and he's like, okay, well, that doesn't change anything. I think that that's wrong, right? You know, someone like Diddy hears that and he's like, oh man, I can't wait, you know? So I think that no matter what, it's not the industry. Like the industry may be harboring evil people, but good people still exist in it. You know what I mean? It's a good point. Malvakai says, I got some clipboards that open up. You've got a place for your sheets and a pencil and dice. That's a great idea. One of those, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Merry Christmas, Shelly. Good to see you. Glad you're here. And Malvakai says, and then I bought them all like 4 sets of dice and a bag to hold them. There you go. That's pretty much all you need right there. Pretty much all you need right there. And then a little imagination, huh? I haven't decided on my race or backstory yet, but I have been kind of playing with ideas, right? I don't know what motivates my character, right? I don't know what drives him, and that's going to be the most important piece of the role playing bit. If I can come up with a solid enough backstory, I'll be able to like talk in accents and like really get into character. But without that backstory, it's impossible for me to like fall into that. So I really want to put together a sweet character. My cousin is not as I don't know what the right word is. I don't think that he's not into the role playing. I just think that he doesn't have a bunch of confidence in it. I think that he feels a little silly doing the role playing and like talking in character and stuff. So I'm determined to make it look cool and fun for him so that he gets excited about it too. And you know, if he doesn't, that's fine. But I'm going to give it 110% so that hopefully he joins me. My present from my big bro, says Flick Fox, was to go play life size Monopoly on a big board in London. That's absolutely insane, Flick. That sounds like a bucket list thing, right? It's like, all right, I have terminal disease. I would like to go play full size Monopoly, please. Can you make this happen? Make a Wish Foundation. Okay, No, this that's pretty cool, dude. That's way, way cool. They actually have this, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't be talking about it. That's so cool. But good people cannot run an evil industry, can they? Can they run an evil industry and still be good? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, unless you're a slave, right? Unless you're literally forced to, which is possible. Who knows? I have no idea. Like the world that these people live in is so different from the world that I live in. It's very hard for me to relate. Or even like when I try to put myself in these people's shoes, or like when I try and imagine how the structure of such an organization would look, it's very difficult for me to come to any conclusion that I find valid because I have nothing to base it on. You know what I mean? I have no experiences that are anywhere similar to the experiences that these people are having, you know? What's it like to be at the top of a tycoon and have so much money, right? I don't even know what money could buy me. Like that's my understanding of money, right? Like I've never had enough money to be like, I wonder what I could do with this, right? What exactly is possible? You know, I've never had enough money to consider hiring someone to off somebody, right? Or to consider like could I change the world with this money? Could I get out of trouble with this money, right? I've never had anything close to that amount of money. So, it's really difficult for me to relate or to imagine exactly, what's going on in these people's lives in this structure, right? But I guarantee you the people at the top are not good people, right? The people making it happen, the people running it, they're not good. Like zero chance of that. Zero chance of that. Zen Wen, Merry Christmas. Much love. Thank you for this. I hope that today's amazing for you, Zen. And I hope next year is the best one yet. Tony says the best gift you can get is one you give to yourself. I agree. And we all deserve that. We all deserve to give ourselves a little gift. There's something about doing something for yourself. There's something magic about it, because you're worth it. We don't ever really think about it like that. Like, hey, maybe I should give myself something. We really don't ever think about it like that. And I'll take it even a step further. When we say yes to other people, we are often saying no to ourselves. I challenge you all this year to notice when you're saying yes to someone or saying no to yourself or vice versa. I challenge you to recognize what exactly saying no or yes to someone means for you, right? Am I saying no to something that I need right now? Is doing this for this person actually gonna do something for me as well, right? For example, when I help someone, it's helping me because I'm going through the process as well myself, whether or not I need the help, right? And vice versa. If I'm giving my time away and I really need to take that time for myself, I'm saying no to myself by giving that time away. Shelly is currently kicking her butt off. Well, it's still there, but you know what I mean. Well, I'm sure you're cooking something absolutely delicious, Shelly. I'm glad you're here. Tony says people that have money are miserable and most of them are greedy. And I think that this is a good point because I don't think money is the biggest thing that separates us from them. I think it's the quality of person. I think it's what's all going on the inside. I think the money is just arbitrary, right? We only think that that's what's really separating us, but it's not. I mean, it is separating us, but a lot of these people are just not, they're rotten on the inside. Goosebumps says, I spent much of 2024 practicing saying yes to myself. I feel so much better than last year at this time. And that is what counts right there, right? That's more reason than anything to pat yourself on the back right there. And to continue, right? To double down even maybe, right? Robin says, about to go into the assisted living facility to visit my folks. I'm going to give them the gift of my company, which is a gift I'm giving to myself as well. Well, good. Well, heck yeah. Well, heck yeah. Thank you for that. Hope you have a good time with your folks, Robin. This sounds absolutely divine, Shelley. I can't wait to eat more food today. I love eating food. Pat O'Brien, warm. Better to give with a warm hand than a cold hand. Merry Christmas, Pat. I'm glad you're here, man. I think it's time for me to go make breakfast, guys. I might have to get out of here. Please hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It certainly makes a big difference. Stay tuned. Later on, the Admiral will be coming on. Chase the Heat's got something going on. Relatable Reese has something going on. Merry Christmas to all of you, and thanks for spending the morning with me. The end of musing. Oh my. Yo, thank you so much for your support, dude. Thank you for the boat and everyone here. I used to belong to Vape YouTube, Discord, and Zoom groups, and our government has blocked most sites. I am not good at chat, but I owe the boat my life. I tell you what, I'm not entirely sure that I will ever fully comprehend exactly what we've done for you or exactly what we've done for any of you, but it is continually humbling and just blows me away that this is the sentiment that we receive, that we're having this sort of effect on people's lives. It's beyond my wildest hopes, my wildest dreams, but this is exactly my intent. I would like to change people's lives. And some days I don't feel like I'm up to it. And some days I get off the boat and I don't feel like I did. And this makes me feel amazing and amusing. And this is exactly my intention. This is what I intend to do. I'm so stoked that we've had an effect on your life, that we've changed what's going on for you. And honestly, dude, the truth of it is you've made that change for you. Like, let's be clear here. I showed you the door, or my dad or whoever on the boat showed you the door. You walked through it. You did all the hard work. Good job. Have I read any of the Q letters? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I should, though. It's probably going to be heavy. I definitely should. Might make me cry. Might be a good thing. Eastwind Farms. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. My peace sign is special because one of my fingers is shorter. Bumblebee Seafood says, I came to the conclusion the other day that I will never be rich. Heck, even well off. It's not because I can't say no, but mainly because other people need the money I have more than I do. Right? Right? I think that one thing that the concept of communism has good is like everybody has enough. Like that's the idea, right? I don't necessarily think that it works that way in actual practice, but theoretically, everyone having enough. That's the goal, right? Some people have so much excess, and like that's cool. I think that some people use their excess for good, right? But the people without, aka most of us, I think we just deserve a little more. That's all. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Thanks for sharing this, Bumblebee Seafoods. I totally agree with you, by the way. What is INFJ? Are you trying to say infinite? Bumblebee Seafood says you have word personality. It's not very common, I've been told. I have been told before that my personality is a rare thing. But I'm very curious as to what exactly you're trying to say. Oh, I clicked so many times that it changed my view. That's not good. Jamie Palmer, I'm so glad to hear this, yo. I hope you have the bestest day ever, Jamie. Galen, Merry Christmas to you. Myers-Briggs personality test. Okay, okay. INFJ. Advocate, introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging. Personalities who approach life with deep thoughtfulness, imagination, and sense of humanism. Treat people as if they were what they ought to be, and you help them to become what they are capable of being. Sounds like me. I say that as humbly as possible. I don't ever say these things about myself. People say things about me, right? I am not entirely sure what I am or who I am. I'm just trying to do my best. But these definitely resonate, these things. Conscientious to the core. They move through life with a clear sense of their values and they aim to never lose sight of what truly matters, not according to other people or society at large, but according to their own wisdom and intuition. Seeking purpose. I'm going to have to read through this article. What is this? 16personalities.com. Okay. Okay. Kristen, Melinda, do you have anything to say about this? Is Kristen on board? Millie the Dandelion. Hey, you gorgeous lot. So glad I made it. I'm just about to start driving home, but wanted to send you all the festive love. Love and appreciate every single one of you. Well, you better drive safe, Millie. We love you, and we hope you have. I personally hope you have the bestest Christmas ever. Merry Christmas to you, and I'm super grateful to have made friends with you, Millie. I tell you what, INFJ, introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging. Interesting. That makes sense now that you put it that way. I think Kristen Melinda must be elsewhere, and that's all right. I'll ask her about this later. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here and treat myself to something nice. I love you. Thanks for being here. This has been the Lifeboat Christmas Day, baby. Captain Calhoun out of here. Much love, y'all.